Hi everyone, welcome to section 5 where we are going to be completing the Angular Store UI. This is going to involve extending the Angular data model, registering the cart as a service, wiring up some buttons in addition to creating the cart summary component. When we are done, we will have a visual of our shopping cart, which will be on the upper right hand corner of the screen just like this. So we're ready to start creating our shopping cart. And in order to do that, we're going to need to extend the Angular data model. And the starting point for that is to create a new TypeScript file called cartModel.ts. So I will go into our models folder within our client app, add our cart.model class. And within here, there's going to be quite a bit of code I'm going to paste, but we'll step through it at very high level. At the very top, we have a couple of imports, injectable and movie. And then we define our class, which is followed by a few variables, selections, which is an array to keep track of our movies, along with item count and total price. Now, following those are some methods. One to add a movie to the cart. Below that is update quantity to keep track of the quantity of movies in the cart. Another to clear the cart, and then a general update method to keep track of item count and total price. Now, following that, we have another class specifically for movie selection. Now, our cart class clearly represents the user's shopping cart, and it uses the movie selection class to represent individual movie choices. The cart class has methods that allow the movie selections to be managed and provides properties whose values report on the number of items in the cart and their total loss. The next thing that we want to do is register the cart class as a service. So to register the service, we need to add the cart class to the provider's property of the model.module. So over here, let's go ahead and import our cart. And on line 6, we'll simply reference cart. Next is to wire up some buttons. The add to cart buttons that are displayed for each movie in the list invoke a method in the templates component. Now, this method doesn't yet exist, but is required so that the user can select the movies they want to buy. So to allow the movie to add movies to the cart, let's go to our movie list component. We shall import cart, update our constructor, passing in cart, and then adding a method to add cart. Next is to create the cart summary component. The first cart-related component will appear at the top of the movie list and show the number of movies that the user has in the cart and their total cost. So to do this, let's go ahead and go to our cart summary, specifically the TypeScript file. We will import cart and update our class by adding in a constructor and a couple of properties. The new constructor declares a dependency on the cart class, which will be resolved and then used to provide the values for the read-only item count and total price properties. Now, in order to display the summary of the cart to the user, we're going to replace the placeholder that is in our cart summary.component HTML with this markup. Now, this template renders a summary of the cart of the user. On line 2, the ngIf directive is used to change the content displayed to the user based on the number of items in the shopping cart. So let's go ahead and run our application and see how it looks. And there we go. We did a lot of plumbing work ultimately for this icon on the upper right hand corner, but that is what is displayed with what we have so far. As you can see, the cart is currently empty, but there's more work to be done.